When HOA Karen tried to kick me out of my own private pool during a party she threw without my permission, she thought she'd won. What she didn't expect? I grabbed the drain valve, looked her straight in the eye, and emptied the entire pool, right in front of her horrified guests, showing everyone exactly who really owned the place. It all started when I returned home from a weekend trip, only to find my backyard buzzing with strangers. Tables were set up around my private pool, loud music was blasting, and Karen, the self-appointed queen of our HOA, was lounging like she owned the place. I was furious, but stayed calm, walking toward the chaos. That's when Karen spotted me and, with the entitlement only she could muster, ordered me to leave immediately because the community was having an event. Except there was one massive problem. It wasn't a community pool. It was mine. Paid for, maintained, and fenced, off on my private property. She had somehow convinced the HOA that she could borrow it for a special gathering without even notifying me. The arrogance was staggering. I asked her to shut it down. She laughed and said if I caused a scene, she'd report me for disturbing, an HOA event, and threatening guests. At that moment, I realized arguing wouldn't cut it. Karen didn't deserve a debate. She deserved a demonstration. Without another word, I walked over to the main water valve, twisted it open, and triggered the emergency drain system I'd installed during pool construction. Within minutes, gallons of water started roaring out through the drains. The crowd panicked. People scrambled to grab their floaties, and Karen shrieked in disbelief as her precious party literally went down the drain. Her guests fled as the once inviting pool turned into an empty crater surrounded by soggy decorations and abandoned food trays. Karen tried to bark orders at me, but now the entire crowd was watching her, realizing she had no authority, no permission, and no plan. By the time the HOA board got wind of what happened, it was too late for Karen. They faced massive complaints from angry neighbors who realized they were trespassing, and Karen's standing in the community crumbled overnight. She ended up facing fines for unauthorized use of private property and had to personally apologize, although I can't say it was very sincere. When someone tries to take what's yours without asking, sometimes the most powerful move isn't yelling or fighting back. It's simply draining their illusions away and letting the truth leave them standing there high and dry. For more wild HOA showdowns, make sure to subscribe to the HOA Stories and never miss the drama.